Just want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Tech Academy. Tech Academy is a software development boot camp which offers online or in-person training. Their program is self-paced and offers students flexible scheduling. They also offer open enrollment, which means you can start at any time. So if you're looking for a coding boot camp, I definitely recommend checking them out.
Hey, what's going on? So I got an interesting comment type of question, okay, on a video I did called "I'm a programmer and I don't want to do this anymore. I quit," right? And I can't remember in that video exactly what I was talking about. Someone who was having some trouble, just finding motivation in wanting to be a programmer. And the comment, this is an interesting comment. This is from Vladimir, and Vladimir says, "Time is precious. Is it more valuable? It is more valuable than money, and life is short. Ask yourself if you really want to, quote, push through anything that doesn't make you happy and fulfilled. For this reason, always save money so that you can have the luxury of saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I will find something better." And so at a very surface level, I agree with Vladimir. I think I'm going to kind of twist his comment a little bit. And the reason why I'm going to twist it is because I'm going to use it for my own purpose to talk about a topic. Even though I think Vladimir probably will just agree with me and his head is in the right space. But I'm just going to pick apart something here, which is what he said. I agree with definitely have money saved so you can say fuck off and you can quit your job if you need to. But I disagree with where he said, ask yourself if you really want to, quote, push through anything that doesn't make you happy and fulfilled. And my answer is abso-fucking-lutely yes, you need to. Okay? Because here's the thing in life. I think a lot of you, the reason why this is a wrong philosophy to have in life, right? If you think that time is precious, it's more valuable than money, and life is short, and so you shouldn't push through anything that doesn't make you happy and fulfilled, you're gonna be doing a lot of fucking random shit in your life, and you're never gonna go deep. And see, going deep is the key to success and to eventual fulfillment in life. Okay? You're trying to find happiness and fulfillment by looking and saying, does this make me happy and fulfilled? And it does for like 2 seconds, right? It does for like a week. It does for a month, whatever it is. And then it gets to the point where you're not motivated, where you have to push through it. And it's not making you happy and fulfilled anymore. And you quit and you give up and you go on somewhere else and you go knock on another door and you say, well, maybe this wasn't for me. Okay? And that's the absolutely fucking wrong philosophy to have in life, because all of the greatness, all of the goodness, all of the growth that you're going to get as a human being in life is going to come from pushing through. Okay? Pushing through is the most important attribute that you can have. I'll tell you, just from my own perspective, just this week, right? Last week, or 2 weeks ago, I did some videos about falling off the wagon and whatnot, and I'm not going to rehash like all the details there, but essentially I got to this point where I was like, you know what, maybe I just need to fucking back off. I'm not going to run anymore. I'm going to drop my kickboxing class. I'm not going to do that anymore. And I still may do that. I'm not like fully committing here, but what I'm saying is that I kind of got to this point where I was like, I don't know if I want to keep on pushing through this. And I was finding myself being miserable and depressed and unmotivated. And I'm like, I just need to take a break and not work anymore. And to some degree that's true, but also to some degree, like, I forgot the fact that pushing through is what makes me fucking me, and it makes me alive, right? To fight a battle, to have an enemy, to have something to fight. Okay? And if the fight is always easy, if every time that I meet any kind of resistance, I give the fuck up, then it's just not going to go very well. Okay? I have to push through. I have to have that in order to grow, right? And that's the thing, is like, growth is painful. Growth is pushing through. Growth is going and facing, something that you don't want to do, and doing it anyway and forcing yourself. When I woke up at 6:30 a.m. this morning, I didn't want to run fucking 5 miles, but I did. I forced myself to do it. I pushed through it, and I feel better about it, and I've grown in that process, okay? And, a lot of where I've gotten in life, and a lot of my philosophy, and a lot of things I talk about on this channel, it all came from fucking pushing through. Like, half of the videos on this channel wouldn't exist if John Sonmez didn't push through a bunch of shit they didn't feel like doing, stuff that wasn't making him happy or fulfilled at the time, but he did it anyway. I wouldn't be making videos, 2 videos a day, consistently on this channel, right, if if I didn't keep on pushing through. Because even though sometimes I like making these videos, and I say sometimes because it's about 50-50, honestly. Half the time I'm like, fuck, I don't want to make a video, right? At the beginning, it was like 90% I loved making videos, and there's been times where it was like 0% I love making videos, like for like a month, but I fucking push through anyway, and that's what is required to have success. So yeah, time is precious. It is more valuable than money, and life is short, and that's exactly why it's important to sometimes push through something that doesn't make you happy and fulfilled. Because for that very reason, is because you don't want to waste your fucking time. You don't want to be going from door to door to door to door. Instead, you got to go deep. You got to go deep somewhere, because that's where success is. I talk about it all the time. I like to use this analogy of gold mines, of making a gold mine, right? So if you invest in the technology, if you basically dig the mine and you put up the mine shaft, right? You should go deep into that mine shaft. Like, it doesn't make sense. A lot of people's strategy in life is they're like, oh, I'm going to create this mine, and I'm kind of bored, so I'm going to dig another mine and another mine. And you're investing all this time in getting set up, right? It's like taking up multiple instruments, right? I'm like, oh, I'm going to get a guitar, and now I'm going to get, a flute, a clarinet, and I'm going to try play all these instruments. Instead of just going deep in one, you got to go deep in one. So it doesn't mean, again, that you do some shit that you don't like doing in life, right? I'm all for finding something that you enjoy and quitting when you need to quit. But you got to realize that life is a fucking grind. I did this video on loving the grind. Check out that video. But all of the valuable things that I've done in life, all the things that and I'll give you some examples here just so you can understand. Okay, I didn't build a physique. I didn't build fucking massive arms, right? By fucking not lifting when I didn't feel like lifting. Like, I'm gonna go to the gym today and I'm gonna lift for fucking 2 hours, and I'm not gonna feel like it. I'm not gonna. Some of it maybe in the first 5 or 10 minutes, I'm like, yeah, this feels good, but by the time I'm doing lunges and I'm already been lifting for an hour and 20 minutes, I'm not going to feel like doing heavy ass lunges, but I'm going to fucking do them anyway. You see what I'm saying? Like, that required me to push through, even though it wasn't making me happy. And I've been doing it for 20 years of lifting, right? It required me to push through. And it wasn't just the physical things that I got from that. It was also the mental, the strength, right? I can do a fucking 2-hour workout. I can push through. I can take a lot more shit than most people because I've done it. I've put myself through it. I've pushed myself through it. I know that I know what I'm capable of, right? Again, that's why I could run this morning, run 5 miles, even though I hadn't run for a couple of weeks, was because I know I can run 5 miles, okay? So, when you look at career-wise, right? When you look at, like, the long nights spent studying and learning and, as a software developer and training myself, there were times when I loved it and there were times when I hated it, but I pushed through, okay? When you look at my career doing Pluralsight videos, okay? It made me a millionaire, okay? I earned several $1 million from Pluralsight just from doing that, from real estate investment, okay? I bought a lot of real estate. I was investing in real estate while I was working, scraping together every penny that I had to invest in real estate and buy a new property every year for 12 years, okay? And that was hard, and I didn't feel like doing it, and it wasn't making me happy or fulfilled, but I fucking did it anyway, okay? And I made sacrifices, financial sacrifices to do that from the blog I created, right, that became the company Simple Programmer, okay? This YouTube channel, all of these things where I've had massive success. Writing books, right? I've got, my books are back there, but, I wrote 2 best-selling books, okay? And chapter by chapter, those things were fucking painful, and it didn't feel good, and it wasn't making me happy, and it wasn't making me feel at the time, but I had to push through in order to get there. So all of these things that are tied to financial, physical, mental, spiritual success in my life are all instances where I pushed through. I can't think of one thing that I got, okay, that just came so fucking easy that I didn't have to push through. So that's the thing here. This is the big lesson here, is that, again, I think Vladimir's heart was in the right place. I think he would agree with me. I'm sure, if you're watching this, Vladimir, I'm picking apart your comment because I want to, pick this one thing apart so I can make this as an example, because so many people, believe this thing, even though I don't think you necessarily believe this. I understand what you're saying. We're talking about some slightly different things here, but my point is that, like, you cannot believe that that nothing's worth pushing through in life. Everything that you're going to get that's going to be valuable is going to be pushing through. And regardless of what you get, it's what you become, right? And I talk about this all the time on this channel. It's what you become, and it's going to require you to push through in order to become that. The strength that you're going to gain by becoming a person that's able to push through is worth more than anything else in life. You pick something fucking difficult and push through. You know, in fact, if I were to just give you some blanket advice in life, I would say that it doesn't even fucking matter what you do. It just matters that you pick something difficult and push through, and you're going to be successful in life if you do that, regardless of what it is. All right. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, let's watch me push through as I keep on putting out 2 videos a day. Click the subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss any of the videos that come out. You'll get a notification every time a video comes out if you click that bell. Otherwise, you might not see my videos and you might not see me pushing through. All right, I'll talk to you next time. Take care.